In this video, I'll be answering a question I received from one of my subscribers. And the question was, is my English good enough for flight training? This is something that may be basic to a lot of people, especially if you grew up speaking English, you taught English in school, and you have no problems, communicating in English. But you have to understand that not everybody grew up speaking English or learning English in school. And one of the requirements to become a private pilot and onwards is actually to be able to read, speak, write, and understand English language. And you can see that's what I have on the screen here. That's one of the requirements to get your private pilot certificate. There is an advisory circular that was released by the FAA. This has been updated multiple times, but I believe this is the latest one now. This advisory circular pretty much guides instructors and examiners on how they can evaluate students, and it's pretty much termed the Aviation English Language Standard, AELS. The minimum on there for a worldwide certification of a pilot is level 4, which is the same thing that the FAA holds till now. Now, this is something that is generally done without really stating that you're being evaluated, if that makes sense. So generally, when you are taking like a written test or you're doing your check ride, the examiner is evaluating your English on a subtle level without really announcing to you that, oh, your English has been evaluated. So that's something to keep in mind, even when you're getting your pilot, your medical certificate. What can you do if you are trying to figure out if your English is good enough? One of the programs that you can use to test your English is this FSAT program. It's very intuitive to use, and there are two versions of this. There's a 15-minute quick check and there's the 50-minute FSAT. I believe you can use either of them, but at least I'll give you an idea of where to start from in assessing your proficiency in English. Another thing you can do is to find the intensive English programs. Now, there was one I found. There's so many online that you can find yourself. You don't have to use this one. But this was one I found from UCF online English program, and the one that would really apply to flight training is the vocational track. Now, this is something that you can take even while you are home before you start your flight training. Now, what you don't want is to fly all the way to the States and then they tell you, that you have to go start an intensive English program. You have to then find a place to start doing this English course, which could take up to 6 weeks, 7 weeks or more. And what will end up happening is you waste time and money doing something that you could have done online or you could have done to save time before you started training. I cannot tell you if your English is good enough, to be honest. If I'm exercising my duties as an instructor and I notice that you are struggling to understand certain things in English, then I will definitely be able to guide you on how to go about it. But it's hard for me over the internet to tell if you meet this requirement. But again, like I said, if you think you may be struggling or you cannot communicate properly in English or you find it difficult to understand certain words, then it might be a good idea for you to enroll in a program like this. Save yourself the time, save yourself the money. And I've seen this in the past where a lot of students will not meet that level of English proficiency which is required in training, and then only to get here and struggle through training. Cannot be soloed because you can't send a student solo if you know that student cannot communicate in English. So this can actually become a major problem that, if handled early, will save you a ton of money and time. I hope you found value in this video. If you have, please give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.